time I've read people was having problems with the C64 joystick. So the other day I uploaded a couple of videos for my 40th birthday present, which I had early, and I was praising the joystick, and surprise, surprise, this just falls off. I picked this up the other day. I wasn't really tugging it too much, but I picked this up off the floor to use it, and the stick just came out. So I've looked into this, and if you listen, there's something inside wobbling around. So I've got a Phillips head screwdriver for this one, and there's 4 screws on the back of here. So just simply unscrew this. Now, I called Amazon the other day, or rather messaged them, and they wanted me to return the full system back. They wouldn't take the parts to replace it. So I said, well, look, I've done some programming. I've got some saved files on my C64. So with that, they just issued me a refund of £20, and I'm going to just repair this one myself and then buy an additional transparent joystick. But the point is that these things shouldn't be falling apart like this. The last time I had a joystick fall apart on me was probably in around 1991, where on a Saturday morning I was playing Wonder Boy and I yanked the zip stick so hard to the right that it just snapped. But certainly in this day and age, these joysticks shouldn't be doing this. But like I say, they do have bad publicity, so it's not like this is one of a kind which is falling apart on me. I've also read that USB cable is also giving people some problems as well. So we're inside now, and what we can see just here, I've never looked inside one of these before. We got a couple of weights just here, just to give it a little bit of weight, make it a bit sturdy. And we've got PCB just here, and obviously the joystick is going to thread through just here. If you can see this, where the joystick actually threads through, there should be a screw which holds it in place. Now I'm guessing the screw, which I found just here, isn't man enough. So I'm going to find a different screw to thread in there. Okay, so I found a new screw to put in there, and first things first, before you do this, just make sure you put this little cap in place, and then just thread this through. Now the new screw I've got for this, obviously there's a bit of a gap in here, so just drop it down and get yourself a magnetized Phillips screwdriver so it can connect easily to the screw that we just put in. And just screw it in as tightly as possible. And there's a little ribbon cable attached to the PCB just here. And this is the one. And obviously whilst you're doing this, just make sure that you don't break it or it doesn't come loose. Otherwise, the connectors aren't going to be connecting to the joystick. So it's not going to work at all if that happens. But just screw this in as sturdy as possible to prevent this from happening again. So that's as tight as it's going to go. Don't do it too tight, otherwise you're going to snap plastic and that's not going to be any good. So this is now thoroughly in place. And let's just put this back together. So you've got a little gap just here. And what we're going to do is just thread this through. And there's a little part on the piece of plastic here, which has got a little line on it, and just line this up with the plastic on the case of the joystick. And that's about it. So let's just screw this one back up. Like I say, use a magnetized Phillips screwdriver if you've got one, just so you've got full control of those screws going in. And obviously when you're screwing these back in, just screw them all the way down up until the point where your screwdriver just stops screwing. And that's it. So we have now got a new sturdy C64 joystick. So I'm off to play some C64 games, which I couldn't do earlier on. If you're new to my channel, like and subscribe and hit notifications. I'm forever uploading Commodore content. But until next time, stay retro.